Good morning, students. In my previous video, I discussed question number 1 to 19 of chapter number 5, Venn diagrams. Today, I am proceeding further with question number 20 of chapter number 5. So, let's do those. Question number 20 of your chapter number 5 is, the diagram given below represents those students who play cricket, football and kabaddi. Now you can see the diagram is there, wherein kabaddi is having a separate color, that is blue. Now those who play football, they are in the rectangle which is colored somewhat red, and the ones who play cricket, the rectangle is in purple color. So you can see that the player R is playing kabaddi only because it is not there in any of the intersections. So R is there who plays only kabaddi. Similarly, if I talk about P is again not in the intersection of any two rectangles. So P plays football only. But if I talk about Q, now Q, you can see this Q comes in the intersection of rectangles of football as well as kabaddi. So that means the player Q plays football as well as kabaddi. Similarly, this V comes in the intersection of the purple rectangle, that is cricket, as well as football. So this V is playing football as well as cricket. Now T, if you look at T, this T is in the intersection of kabaddi and cricket. So T plays kabaddi as well as cricket. U is not there in any of the intersection of rectangles. So U plays cricket only. Now we are left with S. This S. So what do we know about S? S is the one who is there in the intersection of all the three, that is cricket, football as well as kabaddi. So you can see that this S is there in the rectangle. This S is there in the rectangle of football also, rectangle of kabaddi also, and rectangle of cricket also. So in all the three rectangles, intersection of rectangles, you can see the player number S. So identify the student who play all the three games. So the answer will be S, right? Because this S is the player who is in the intersection of all the three rectangles, right? So this was your question number 20. Move on to question number 21. Study the diagram and identify people who can speak only one language. Now you can see there are three languages: English, Hindi and Tamil. One language is English, another is this Hindi, and the last one is Tamil. Okay, now look at the people. I. Now I is not having in any of the intersection of circles, so I is there in the circle which is there of English. So I सिर्फ किस में है? English वाले circle में. That means I speaks only English. Then L is in the intersection of both English and Hindi. That means L speaks both languages, English as well as Hindi. M is in the intersection of the circle of Tamil and English. That means M speaks English and Tamil. Similarly, this O, he speaks Tamil as well as Hindi, because he is in the intersection of Tamil and Hindi. Now we have to see the people who can speak only one language. So only one language will be this I, then this J and K, because these three people are there who are there in the individual circles. They are not in the intersection of any of the other circle. So that means the people who speak only one language will be I, J and K. This option will be correct. Move on to the next question, question number 22. Let's move here. Question number 22. Now 22 to 25 are based on this diagram only. Observe the diagram and answer the following questions. Now in this diagram we have artists, players and doctors. Now for artists we have a rectangle. For players we have circle, and for doctors we have triangle. Now you can see that in a triangle of doctors we have this number 8, that is 8 doctors are there who are the doctors. They are not in the intersection with circle, that is players. That means these 8 doctors are not players, because play circle signifies players. Then 17 doctors. 17 doctors are not having in any of the intersection, that is neither with this artists, not with players. So 17 people are only doctors. They are neither those artists and nor those players. Then number 4. 4 doctors are there who are with in the intersection of circle, that is they are doctors and are players also. Then the number 3, that is doctors. These doctors, now this 3 number comes in the intersection of all the 3, that is artist, circle में भी है, rectangle भी आ रहा है यहाँ पर, और ये triangle में भी है. This 3 number comes in rectangle, triangle as well as circle. So this 3 doctors are there who are with their doctors plus they are athletes as well as players also. So we'll just look for the questions. How many doctors are both artists and players? Now how many doctors are there जो artist भी हैं और player भी हैं? तो अभी हमने किया doctors का figure क्या है? Triangle. That is either it will be 4, 3, 17 or 8. Now out of this 4, 3, 17 or 8, how many doctors are there who are artists as well as players also? So for artists we have rectangle. That means you have to look for the number which is there in the intersection of all the 3 figures, that is triangle, circle and rectangle. So triangle, circle और rectangle में तीनों में intersection में कौन सा number आ रहा है? It is number 3. So 3 doctors are there who are artists as well as players also. So your answer is 3. Then how many players are neither artists nor doctors? How many players? How many players? Players means you have to look for the circle, right? Players means you have to look for the circle. Now ऐसा circle दे आपने number circle में देखने हैं. Circle में कौन कौन से number हैं? 25, then we have 4, then we have 22 and then we have 3. अब these are all players. अब इन players में आपको वो ढूंढने हैं जो artist और doctor नहीं हैं. That means you have to look for the number where circle में हो but rectangle और triangle में ना हो. Only then you can say that artists and doctors are not there. If you look for the number 22, it is there in the rectangle also. That means these players are artists. Number 3, we know all the 3, it is there, artists, players and doctors, they are all 3. Then number 4 is covering or it is in the intersection of triangle as well as circle. That means doctors and these are players also. So how many are there who are not in any of the intersection? Those are 25. So your answer will be 25. Right? Next is how many doctors are neither artists nor players? How many doctors are neither artists nor players? The doctors are there in the triangle. So you have to look for the numbers in the triangle wherein ये numbers हैं आपके 4, 3, 17 और 8. आपको बताना है कि वो डॉक्टर्स आर्टिस्ट और प्लेयर्स नहीं होने चाहिए. They are only doctors. That means the number will not come in any of the intersection of circle and rectangle. Now number 4 आप देख रहे हो, it is there in the intersection with circle also. Number 3 with all circle as well as rectangle. Number 8 is there in rectangle as well as triangle. But this number 17 is there which is there in only triangle. That means these are only doctors. They are neither players nor artists. So your answer is answer number C, 17. Next is how many doctors are artists only but not players? अब you have to look for the doctors जो artists तो हैं but players नहीं हैं. So that means doctors and artists हमको ढूंढने हैं. Doctors के लिए triangle, artists के लिए rectangle. So you have to look for the number which is in the intersection of triangle and rectangle. अब देखो triangle और rectangle की intersection में कितने लोग हैं? You can see it is 8. Triangle और rectangle में कितने हैं? 8. Because 17 सिर्फ triangle में है, 4 triangle और circle में है, 3 triangle, circle और rectangle की intersection में है. सो आपने ट्राइंगल डॉक्टर्स और आर्टिस्ट ढूंढने हैं जो प्लेयर्स ना हों. सो डॉक्टर और आर्टिस्ट शुड बी देयर इन रेक्टेंगल एज वेल एज triangle. So it is number 8. So your answer is 8. Let's move to question number 26 now. In question number 26, in the following diagram, circle represents English, rectangle represents books, and triangle represents Hindi. So for English books, you have a circle. All the books are in the category of rectangle, and Hindi books are represented by triangle. So you have to look at this figure and do the questions from 26 to 28. Question number 26 is, which number represent Hindi books only? Now we are talking of only Hindi books. Hindi books means that Hindi is triangle and books are rectangle. So you have to look for the number which is the intersection of Hindi as books. That means this rectangle and triangle. So which number is there which is the intersection of rectangle and triangle? That is number 3. So your answer for this question will be part C, that is 3, which represents Hindi books. Question number 27 is, which number represents both English and Hindi books? Now both English and Hindi books means, now English is circle, Hindi is triangle, and books are rectangle. So you have to look for the number which is the intersection of all the three, that is circle, rectangle and triangle. So which number is there which is the intersection of all the three? It is number 2. You can see that this 2 comes in triangle, circle as well as rectangle. So your answer for this question is B, that is 2. Last question number 28. Number represent those books which are neither English nor Hindi. Now you have to just look for the books which are not Hindi, not English. That means English means circle, Hindi means triangle. So it should not be there in circle and triangle, but it should only cover rectangle. So you can see all those numbers are involved in circle or triangle, but the only number which is not there in circle and triangle is number 5. So this number 5 will be your answer, which is not there in any of the circle or triangle. So answer for this question number 28 is C. So that's all for today. If any problem is there, you can ask. Just go through the videos carefully. 3 videos are there for Venn diagrams. Just watch all those videos carefully. Try to understand the concepts. And if any problem comes, then you can ask. Thank you.